once we make sure we have a good niche, then we want to start thinking about our mission-based framework. So I will be honest, when I started in my fitness company, that was the first company I ever had. It wasn't really mission-based. I was just trying to make money, and I was in really good shape, and I knew people were tired of yo-yo dieting. But when I got into business, the whole reason I got into business consulting, you see these videos with me, and I post a few a week, and I'm always posting on social media, and I run ads, and I do all those things, is because I grew up in a family of 7 kids. I had a dad who worked his ass off, and I really appreciate everything my dad did, but we just only had enough to get by. He was a teacher. And so as I got older, I realized that if I didn't do something to change my life would never change. I would never have the dream life that I have now, right? Or that I'm going to continue to build. And because of that, my mission was to give back and help people make more money, because what I saw is when I helped people double their revenue, triple their revenue, make an extra $10,000 a month, that money could go to anything they needed. It could go to therapy, it could go to nutrition, it could go to training, it could go to business consultants, it could go to whatever they needed. And I saw, hey, if I can help people make more money, I can't directly help every single person, but if I can help people make more money, that allows them to use that money in whatever best benefits their life. And so my mission-based framework has been help people learn how to make enough money so they can get out of the rat race, and so they can do whatever they want, when they want, with whoever they want, because that to me is true freedom. And the whole reason I do this is I'm trying to give people the same freedom that I now have. But all that's for nothing if you don't have an identity and an enemy. So for me, when I was starting my fitness business, and I use these examples because these are my real life stories. When I started a fitness business, I had my identity, hey, I want to eat in a flexible way where I can still enjoy my life and still be in shape. And so my enemy was anything rigid, anything super, do this, super structured. I wanted to have kind of flexibility. And so people who wanted to push away from that became what I started to build as my identity. Hey, I live a flexible lifestyle. I'm in super great shape. This is how I do it. You can do it too. When I started doing business consulting, the enemy was the matrix, right? Or the real world where you go out and you get a 9-to-5 job. And when I was in college, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to get a degree that makes $100,000 a month. And one of my mentors said, dude, that's not a lot of money. And now I make hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. And I've been doing this for over 7 years. I made a lot of money. And so the enemy is kind of the 9-to-5 job, or kind of the ordinary life, which isn't bad, by the way. It's just pushing against that. So I attract the types of people. The identity is the people who want more, who want to have freedom, who want to have flexibility. And so you want to make sure that once you have your niche down and you have your mission-based framework, that you then start to create an identity. So when people see me, they're either going to have a negative thought or a positive thought, right? Based on the stuff they've seen from me. And so my goal is to try to have as much positivity as possible, and that people can see, hey, Tanner's about hard work. He's about discipline. He's about his family. He's about working hard. He's about never giving up. He's about, more, not, I want to say lifestyle, but more about events and experiences versus, spending your money on cars and Lambos and houses. Like, that's kind of my identity. And so people who relate with that, they become my clients. And those clients are the ones who not only do you enjoy working with, but then you actually will become successful